Welcome to another episode of What the Fuck Star Wars, a series where I talk about some of the more what the fuck things of Star Wars. This episode, I want to talk about the Rawr monks. The Rawr monks were the ones that built the monastery that became Jabba's palace on Tatooine. When Jabba took over the monastery, he allowed the monks to remain in the palace, enjoying their gruesome look. They also have a monastery on a jungle planet in wild space. So what is so WTF about these monks? Well, when these mysterious monks reach the highest state of enlightenment, their brains are surgically removed from their bodies and put into a special nutrient jar. These jars are then carried around by mechanical legs. The oldest monks have 4 legs while the more recent ones have 6. They communicate telepathically, and their legs have a telepath response unit. Now, that's all we have on them in current canon, but in the Legends universe, which is no longer canon, these monks got so much darker. The newly jarred brains would turn the jar's nutrient-rich fluid red from bleeding, so they would have to keep replacing the fluid daily until it stopped. Sometimes when a monk's brain was removed, the brain would die before they could get it into a jar. They then just chuck it with the lifeless body. Then there were times that separating the brain from the body induced psychosis. This would cause the brain to mentally scream for days on end without pausing for a breath. These brains would be kept away from the other monks until it could stop its silly screaming. There's a chilling story about a man that had the procedure done without his permission, and he just goes crazy. He won't accept he isn't in his body anymore, and when given mechanical legs, he keeps running into things and crashing. It is horrifying. Also horrifying in Legends is after Jabba's death, how the monks went around forcefully recruiting. And one of these victims of their forced recruitment was Bib, who you may recognize here. And I just want to read to you his end as he realizes they're coming for his brain. Fortuna sat on one end of Jabba's throne and put his hands in his lap. He knew it would be one of the last times he would feel his hands, and they were suddenly very dear to him. He looked down at his body, and it was very dear to him. He heard a sound in the main passageway beyond the throne room. It was unmistakable. He drew his blaster and considered using it against himself, but did not. He set it aside on the empty throne and listened to the squeaks of the approaching surgeon's cart. His brain screamed for days afterwards. Fuck off, Star Wars. You just fuck right the fuck off. Fun fact, there's also toys you can buy in case you like keeping around nightmare fuel. So thanks for watching another episode of What the Fuck Star Wars, a series that gives me countless nightmares. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.